Yo, oops, keep spilling. You overdid it, Holmes. You in the danger zone.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
We hope you are wearing green, something green at least out there tonight. Happy St. Patrick's Day from all of us at 2K Sports with Shaquille O'Neal. Do you have a...
We hope you're wearing the green today on this. Clark, assess the center position right now in the NBA. And I'm talking about elite centers and their place in the game.
Well, the center position has changed, Kevin. You don't have a lot of back-to-the-basket centers anymore. More of the big guys are stepping out and are more like stretch fours than traditional big guys. What you have in the center position now typically are rebounders and rim protectors. Not many dominant scorers on the low block.
Let's check out Seattle's starting lineup. Damian Lillard out there with Matthews. Then it's Gortat. Then it's Otto Porter Jr. And it's Gordon in at the power forward. And here's Matthews. Pass to Gortat. Here's the screen to the right side. Gordon outside. It's good from long range. Gordon's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Man, I like seeing Gordon stretch his range a little bit. I mean, the three-point shot is still a work in progress for him, but I think he's only going to get better the more experience he gets shooting it from there.
Now here's Thompson, and he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. And there's the 3-second violation. Last game for Seattle, they picked up the W against the 76ers.
Yeah, struggled to shoot the basketball in that game, but still found a way, if you will. I mean, they had to...
Oh, yes, sir. Come on, bring it.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in, build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime.
And why not? A little salt in the wound. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys reeling and on the ropes.
Here's Gordon after the basket by Seattle. And that one, good.
I like how Gordon stays low to the ground, keeps that center of gravity anchored. Quick driving inside and excellent finishing at the basket.
Now here's Matthews. It's Porter outside. Offensive rebound. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one's on Eric Gordon. And Aaron Gordon, a natural power forward, but he was asked to play at small forward last season alongside Serge Ibaka.
And Gordon was willing to try it, Kevin, to his credit, looking to expand his skill set. He's not a shooter right now, and however, with his leaping ability, I think it makes sense to perhaps keep him close to the rim.
And Gordon drops them both.
Well, you talk about the league's premier athletes, and Aaron Gordon has to be on your list. I mean, incredible dunks in the 2016 dunk contest, and his in-game dunks are ridiculous.
Now here's Gordon. 11 points for him in that last game against Chicago. A three ball. Here's Nurkic. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And Lillard kicks to Porter. Three-pointer. And Damian Lillard with the bucket on the assist from Gortat. Lillard's got his second basket of the night. For Kansas City, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And coming out of Arizona, Aaron Gordon seen as sort of a mini Blake Griffin. Not maybe as strong, but he's that kind of finisher.
Well, certainly can see some similarities and understand the comparison, but they are different players. But I think that Aaron Gordon can be better than Griffin defensively. He's got great mobility, tremendous bounce, and he's got the motor you like to see in a defensive player. If he can get his jump shot going, I think he'll be a star.
Here is Matthews after Darren Collison's bucket. Just 5 to shoot. There's Gordon with the 3. Doesn't go that time. And Kansas City will go the other way with it. This game against Seattle is the first time they've met this year.
They take on a team they knocked out of the playoffs last season in the conference semis.
Greg, would you suspect a little bad blood or bad feelings from the opposing side? They better be ready to scrap.
And they can't allow him too many open looks like that. That's just inviting trouble.
They set the screen. There's a screen by Gortat. Gortat with the screen for Matthews. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Man, nice to watch Matthews rise up with confidence, Kevin. Superb at getting good position close to the rim.
Here's Collison. 14 points from him the last game against Chicago. Gallinari wide open. Another shot. Here's Nurkic. Good work defensively by Lillard.
And that layup is usually going in, especially when the defense is as lazy as that.
And that does it for the first quarter. Welcome back, everyone, to the second quarter of play here on Noche Latina. Vámonos. And let's quickly... Seattle leading by 5. Thompson is out there with Gallinari. And there's Collison. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Gordon in at the 2 spot. Lillard with the bucket.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas. And the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
And for Seattle, we've got Otto Porter Jr., Aaron Gordon out there with Gortat. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Matthews in at the 2. Here's Thompson. Drops it in from 14 feet away. Thompson's got 5 points so far.
And, you know, it's obvious he's a talented scorer. I mean, that's a given. A guy you can depend on to get it done in a lot of ways.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Setting the floor for Kansas City, we've got Yusuf Nurkic. Collison is out there with Gordon. Then there's Gallinari. And it's Thompson in at the small forward. Screen by Nurkic. Gordon kicks to Nurkic. Back to Gordon. Lock at 6. And it's off from three-point range. Seattle leading by 7. Matthews kept alive. And Thompson sends it back. Lillard against Collison. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. And there's the feed to Gordon. Screen by Nurkic. Gordon with another miss. For Seattle, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Well, you just watch the way that Klay Thompson shoots, and you're surprised when the ball doesn't go in.
I mean, one thing with Klay, too, in his shot, he believes it's always going to go in. More importantly, so does his teammates. And he's got that shooter's mentality where he just will continue to trust in his mechanics. And I don't think he gets enough credit for just how hard he works to maintain that shot.
Gallinari, a screen on Porter. Screen by Nurkic. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Yeah, still moving a little bit when he set that screen. He'll argue that he was set, but I really didn't think so.
It was very close, and I wouldn't mind letting them play on that one. It wasn't blatant by any means.
.137 left in the first half. Gordon a screen. Here's Lillard. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Thompson outside. It's tipped. Lillard with it. He's got 9. Matthews into the lane. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. That one's on Eric Gordon.
Boy, I like seeing Matthews go strong to the rack. I mean, using his speed and strength to put the defense in a pickle.
I'm not sure, Greg, there's a player who better fits the description of a grinder than Wes Matthews.
Yeah, so tough, too. I mean, mentally and physically. He talks about inflicting his personality on the team, and he truly is what I'd call a culture builder.
Feeds to Collison. He kicks to Gallinari. Screen by Nurkic. Shot to stop the drought. Gortat with the block. And for three, Collison drills it from outside. Collison's got his second bucket of the night.
And Collison, I think, is at his best when he's shooting the ball from a set position. More of a set shooter than a guy who shoots it well on the move.
There's the pick. Three-pointer, Lillard. And once again off the mark by Seattle.
He hit 1 3 in the first, but the well has been totally dry for him in the second.
Now here's Collison. He's got 5. Gordon a screen. Thompson right side. Over Porter. And so it's Seattle heading to the bench with a 7. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Ernie Johnson, joined by Kenny of the Jets, checking out Seattle. Shaq, let's get your insight on the visiting team.
Well, the offense is running on all cylinders. Guys are focused, executing, not playing outside of themselves. That's why their shooting percentage was so high.
And we're just about ready for the start.
And welcome back as we continue our St. Paddy's Day broadcast. Seattle leading by 7. And on the floor for Mike D'Antoni starting the second half. Gordon out there with Gortat. Then it's Otto Porter Jr. Then it's Matthews. And it's Lillard in at the point. It's good from long range. Lillard's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for Seattle. Screen by Nurkic. Collison against Lillard. Collison kicks to Thompson. Nurkic a screen on Porter. The dish to Nurkic. 4 on the clock. Here's Collison. Lillard with the rebound. Seattle has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Gordon with the defensive effort.
And, you know, that's an easy one. You can't miss these shots. Those are makeable shots, especially when the defense isn't on its game.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
Gordon with the screen for Lillard. Fires for 3. Again, the miss by Lillard.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Gordon kicks to Thompson. Dishes it to Collison. Nice ball movement by Kansas City. Outside Gordon. Screen by Nurkic. Kansas City needs to get off a shot. And here's Gallinari outside. Gordon with the defensive effort. Seattle leading by 8. And as good as Gallinari can be on the offensive side, Greg, he's a bit of a one-way player.
Yeah, and Gallinari is best in a situation where you can kind of hide him on defense. You want him out there on the floor due to his genius in terms of the offensive game, but he can't hang with most starting caliber forwards defensively.
Lillard dishes to Matthews. Gortat the pass to Lillard. Outside Matthews. Pulls up. And it's Lillard again missing.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Gordon kicks to Nurkic. Gortat with the defensive effort.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And when Gordon is launched and in the air like that, he's a mesmerizing guy to keep an eye on and just get out of the way.
And Kansas City decides to take their first time out here. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
And their defense practically non-existent in that one. Just gave up far too many easy shots.
Yeah, I think they were totally checked out, Greg. At least that's what it looked like. When you play that kind of defense, you expect to lose.
Collison kicks to Thompson. Gallinari outside. And Kansas City misses again.
Well, you see the struggles he's having getting anything to go.
Yeah, I'm sure he's frustrated, Greg, because nothing is falling right now. But he's going to keep chipping away at it, and that's the attitude. Stay with it.
Gordon against Matthews. Gordon kicks to Collison. Nurkic setting the pick for Collison to the inside. Shot from 12. Nurkic can't hit. Seattle leading by 12. Matthews into the lane. Lillard outside. Matthews up top. Gordon for three. Rebounded by Kansas City. Nurkic has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Outside Matthews. Over Gordon. And it's Seattle with another.
Much respect you got to give Matthews for that mid-range J now. He's automatic. His in-between game, filthy.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Seattle leads by 14. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the 4th quarter gets underway. And we're getting underway here in the 4th quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how... And so Kansas City now. It's a 14-point game. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. And that game concludes a 5-game homestand. Gallinari is out there with Thompson. Then there's Gordon. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Collison in at the 1 spot. Well, Clark, you've been in the booth for so long, but I have to ask, have you ever toyed with the idea of coaching or working in some team's front office? I know you did briefly for the Pacers.
Yeah, I did, and I enjoyed it. I was working in player relations, player development with our guys off the court, and loved it. But it just wasn't something I could sustain at this season in my life. Not interested in coaching. I've never really been, because my career path went towards broadcasting right after I got done playing, and I paid my dues and have grown in this profession. And I would want to do the same thing in coaching, and I just don't have enough time in front of me to do that. So I'm happy to be around the game in this capacity. Coaching never lets up. I get an off season as a broadcaster.
Yes.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
And one of the most dangerous shooters in the league, Damian Lillard, only needs a sliver of daylight, Greg, to get that baby off.
Yeah, I mean, he'll brush off the comparisons to Steph Curry, but he presents some of the same problems for the defense. Deep range, a quick release, and just one of the nastiest step-back jumpers in the game.
Sinks the three-pointer.
DC accurate from long range when he gets a clean look. He's lights out.
Seattle leading by 14. Lillard outside. There's a screen by Gortat. Gordon with a screen on Gallinari. The pass to Gortat. 5 to shoot. Gordon a screen. That's a 2 from Matthews. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Thompson dishes to Collison. Screen by Nurkic. Collison kicks to Thompson. The shot's good. Collison making the play. Thompson's got 5 points now this quarter.
Gotta love the smooth shooting stroke of Thompson. Outstanding at shooting as soon as he catches the ball.
It's Gortat, top of the key. Back to Matthews. 1:43 left in the 4th quarter. Lillard from outside. He doesn't hit that one. And Kansas City will go the other way with it. Here's the screen. Now Gordon. Outside Collison. Nurkic setting the pick for Collison. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Seattle leading by 11. Here is Lillard. He feeds it to Porter. Gortat with the screen for Porter. To the paint. Gortat misses. For Kansas City, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. And the basket by Gordon.
Tell you what, Kevin, so good to see Gordon with that pull-up jump shot. Man, is that sweet.
For Seattle, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Matthews passes to Lillard. Knocked away. Stolen by Collison. Drops in the breakaway layup.
Leaving the rest of the field in the dust.
Well, I think the defense flat out gave up. I mean, didn't even try to get back into the picture on that fast break finish.
Matthews dishes to Lillard. Pass to Porter. On the wing, Gordon. 6 to shoot. Gordon with the screen for Matthews. Looking to end the drought, and the 3-ball is good. And Seattle leads by 10.
Yeah, with this lead, that's probably going to do it. Fans heading for the exit.
And Greg, you know how hard it is to win on the road, but they seem to have this one firmly in control and have been very impressive today.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Damian Lillard.
And I would point to his shooting percentage as the key reason he's our pick. And that sounds simple, but he hadn't tried to do too much. He hasn't tried to force his shots, just kind of waited and worked to get good looks. And in the end, he's found plenty of them.
Coming into this game, he had been having a tough stretch. We all know that, but not anymore. He's back at his best, and I think it's safe to say that slump is over. Here's Payne. So no problem for Seattle as they get the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our...
Put all your hands with my eyes to see. Straight buck